Hello guys, welcome to my today's YouTube video. Today I'm sharing with you a game I played with the Tier 7 British heavy cruiser Surrey. We are playing on Dreadnought map and it's the epicenter mode. So you can go and see the squad we are against. We are top tier cruiser, and in the beginning, sorry, it's a little bit bugged. Yeah, now finally. For some reason I was looking like somewhere up into the sky. We will fix it soon. It will stop, but now I will use my free cam right now. So here on the Trident map with the epicenter, you always want to go into the capture zone because it will cause you quite the troubles if no one from your team is going there, because then the enemy will cap, and here in the epicenter the capture points are ticking quite quickly and you will lose the game within next two minutes,
Enemy force detected.
even faster, right? So definitely go towards the capture zone, and luckily my team knew that and they went there. So what about the Surrey? Do I like it? Yeah, I definitely like it. It's very nice ship. It's quite tanky, especially against the cruisers. So I really like the gameplay. And right now I already get rid of the Surrey because I've grinded through it. So I'm looking forward for tier 8 ships. But here, okay, the Alba was giving me broadsides. I had the loaded high explosive, so first salvo I shot high explosive, but then I switched immediately to armor piercing, and you can see I scored 4 citadels on her. 4 citadels, so the Alba is basically dead. She doesn't have any health remaining. So we are still going towards the cap. My team spotted Bayern, so I'm focusing it because otherwise all the other ships are mostly behind the island. So I'm switching back to high explosive, trying to farm the Bayern. I see he's trying to sail toward to the right. He missed position because he put the island on his right side between him and the safe zone, right? So now if he wants to turn, he needs to turn to the from his perspective to the left, from my perspective also to the left, right? So but he decided to turn to the right from his perspective, and I tried to load AP, but he was, before the shells landed, he was already angling, and those were 6 non-penetrating shots, so I had one more AP salvo, and I will most likely switch back to high explosive because he was already angling. And we will try to farm another damage on him. So currently we already have like 54,000 damage, and we have fire on the Bayern, so the fire is ticking, or was ticking, but now he either put down the fire or the fire actually stopped completely on its own. But the Bayern was leaving my range, so now, and you could notice I spotted the nice and out pushing, so I sent torpedoes towards him, and he didn't stop. I was expecting him to stop, but he did not. So he will eat my torpedoes, and those are British torpedoes. They hurt a lot. And I know I caused flooding, and he's no longer flooding. That means he used the damage gun, so I should be switching to high explosive right now. Even though he was giving a broadside and he ate an additional herbs, but I should be switching to high explosive because he was angling already towards me. But I can still deal a damage on his superstructure, so I'm trying to deal the damage to the superstructure, but I got 4 ricochets because I hit the gun turrets. And finally I switched to high explosive, so that was a slight mistake. I should switch to high explosive like 2 salvos two salvos ago. And with my first high explosive salvo, I immediately set him on fire, so he's dead. But I want to finish him because I don't want him to be able to shoot me, because he can cause quite a lot of damage. Luckily, it was probably Shure or Fuso, maybe Fuso, who finished. No, Montecuccoli. It was Montecuccoli who finished him. And now I'm focusing back on the cruisers. As you can see, I sail basically into the middle of the map. I'm still in the cap, and I'm positioning the way that only one side can shoot me, so I don't need to care about the other side shooting me. The Zara was giving the full broadside, so I again used my armor piercing shots on her, but then after that salvo she started to angle, so I no longer was aiming at her. But I noticed the Omaha is pushing again, giving full broadside, and I luckily had loaded armor piercing, so I'm trying to punish her. There is the Citadel. The salvo was a little bit disappointing because I hit only 3 hits, but luckily we scored a Citadel. The second salvo went a little bit high, and the third salvo I won't hit her. Basically, she was too fast, and I should aim a little bit further to the left. But then, never mind, another ship giving full broadside, but luckily he was quite experienced player, and he immediately realized he's giving broadside and started to angle. But it's Fiji, it's like the armored cruiser, so I can still stick with the armor piercing shells because I know I can penetrate him. The shots here were not like really excellent because I was getting only like, now this was a nice salvo, but still from all the turrets we have, I was hitting like only 4 hits, so it's like two turrets hit, the remaining 2 turrets didn't. So I was trying to see if I can finish the Britain because she had only like 500-400 hit points. She was obviously burning, so she died. But I couldn't lob the shots.
Direct front.
I couldn't lob the shots over the island. So now I put the Hydra because I knew that Fiji has torpedoes, so we detected the torpedoes, and I was thinking of pushing the Fiji. I was hoping that he will push further. I again sent torpedoes direction I thought he will push, but then I used my torpedo to just check his movement, and I saw that he was actually reversing and he smoked up. From his perspective, the smoke was purely defensive, so the Wang He was not shooting him. I was deciding to push in while I had a hydro, but soon it took me quite a long time, and he actually have probably the torpedoes reloaded again. So, and when I was pushing, I was hydroed by the Fiji. So I decided, no, I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna push towards you. You have hydro on. I don't. I cannot see you. You can see me. You can shoot from the
Torpedoes
smoke.
depart.
Even though I was very close. So after this salvo, he would reveal himself because I was too close to him, and his smoke firing penalty would kick in. But what I was afraid was he was seeing me with his hydro, and he had torpedoes reloaded. So that's why I decided, no, I will back off. I don't want to fight with you, and there is Huang He who can deal with you. Which my Huang He was like half health, or he was more than half health, but he should be able to get rid of the Fiji, to be honest. And if I remember correctly, he was actually able to get rid of the Fiji. So I was pushing forward because I knew that there's Zyra in the mid, behind the island here on the left. So I decided to go to fight her.
Spotter airborne.
Here there's some unlucky situation. Here I had loaded the armor piercing. The high explosive would be better now. I still had armor piercing. Again, she's angling, so the high explosive would be better. I think I will stick with one more armor piercing shell. Yeah, and now I decided to switch to high explosive, and she suddenly decided to give me full broadside. It was like really unlucky. Yeah, now she decided to give me full broadside, but when I switched to high explosive, I still was able to pen her. I'm sending torpedoes to try to torp her, but as you can see, I'm angling towards her. I don't want to show her full broadside. I switched to armor piercing back because she was giving broadside, and I was hoping that maybe I will be able to hit her. I sent torpedoes from the opposite side, and the reason why she was turning like this, she was doing the U-turn, was for her second side torpedoes, right? She wanted to send torpedoes. Luckily, my torpedoes zoned her, so she couldn't escape. So she had to turn in and give me broadside, and I used that and was able to citadel her because I switched back to armor piercing shells, right? Here, the Mayhem was trying to reset me. He did. It was nice for him, and I quickly tried to send some shells towards him, but he was too fast, and he managed to sail behind the island. I'm trying to blind shot in case he's like reversing, but couldn't hit him. So now I know I can't stay here because I will send torpedoes, but I can't stay here. I was detected, so the Mutsuki was probably somewhere in the middle spotting me. It was not the Mayhem. So I don't want. I know that even though I'm safe here, I cannot do anything here because the Mayhem is blocking the middle cap, right? So I won't cap it. So there is no point for me staying here, even though it's safe position because Mayhem doesn't have the range on his torpedoes to torp me in this position. But I still need to move and then create pressure. And it was, I don't know, Grafspe probably or Colorado spotted the Mutsuki, and the Mutsuki was pushing into Colorado. So yeah, that was quite bad idea because the Grafspe, Mutsuki, and even Gneisenau were for a short period of time shots on the Mutsuki, and I'm trying to immediately sail. So get away from behind this island to have also shots on the Mutsuki because we want him dead as fast as possible. They have only 2 destroyers and we don't have any, and the destroyers can caused quite a significant troubles.
Attention.
But
Reporting
luckily,
your target
our
position.
battleships are really healthy, so even he would need to eat like all torpedoes from the Mutsuki to die, and like then the Colorado was able to
Our
finish
victory is in sight.
the
Nice
the
work.
Mutsuki, and I'm now pushing. I know that in 15 seconds I will have my Hydro, and I will get there
Battle ends in 5
soon
minutes.
enough. So my Hydro will be on, so I will be able to detect the mayhem. So I'm immediately popping my Hydro, I believe. Now, oh, I was probably waiting. Okay, now I pop my Hydro and I'm sending to Salvo. I set him on fire and he died. And that's it. So guys, I will now show you the results screen, which is this. How we performed with the Surrey. So we scored 149,000 damage. We sunk 2 ships. We probably could sunk more, but it was not my goal to get Kraken at this game. But I wanted to just have a good game. We set 7 fires, so you have very nice chance to set fires on these heavy British heavy cruisers. The 203 millimeter guns are allowing you to set a lot of fires, and because we were punishing the broadsiding cruisers with our AP, we scored 10 citadels. So that's the majority of our damage, right? 10 citadels. That's amazing. Also, we have 12 defended medals, so we were protecting the middle cap, and that's what you need to do in while playing epicenter mode. And the heroic achievements, we got Confederate, High Caliber, and Dreadnought. So let me show you the table of the experience, and here I am. I'm first on the experience in the Surrey. You can see I had 2,322 base experience for this game. Alright guys, so the next thing is I will show you my build on Surrey. Here is my build on Surrey. Let me show you the modules. So here, of course, I'm using all the premium consumables. I do that all on all my ships. Every single ship is using premium consumables. Now, in regards to upgrades, first one, main armament modification 1 to protect your turrets. I mean, and also the torpedo tubes, right? The second one, you are not losing the steering or engine, so definitely go for damage control modification. You are quite tanky, and there were no cases, or maybe just one case where I ate some AP from battleship, and it was lucky shot which destroyed my engine, so I just repaired it using my damage party. But you don't need engine room protection. On the next one, on the third module, you want to have aiming system modification 1, because your guns are but bread and butter. That's what makes this ship so amazing. So go for the aiming modification to have better accuracy. And the next one, I went for propulsion modification, because the maneuverability, the rudder shift time is 9.4 seconds. It's quite fast, so the ship is reacting and turning quite nicely, quite quickly. So I went for propulsion modification, because there are times when you want to slow down, sit in open waters, because you are quite tanky, even though not against the battleships. Against the battleship, it's quite difficult. You have 16 millimeters right here, but and forend plating, right? So that's nothing against battleship. But this part, 25 millimeters, if you angle, they have troubles to overmatch you, and of course the citadel armor is protected. And as you can see, basically the citadel is under the water, so it's very difficult to citadel you. It's still possible if the shells are landing from above. Then they can citadel you, but it's if they are in close ranges, it's quite difficult to citadel you because the citadel is under water. So definitely you can go with the propulsion modification. And now I will show you my captain. I don't have 19-point captain, but I will anyway tell you what would I pick. So right now I have 10-point captain, and I took this skill in this order: priority target. Then I checked the turret reverse on the guns, and it was 22.5 seconds without any scales. So 22.5 seconds is quite fast. So I decided I will go immediately into adrenaline rush. In the end, I will take also the expert marksman, but I think you can get away with adrenaline rush actually, and not taking the expert marksman skill on this ship, because anyway you want to fight at max range or medium ranges. You don't need to close in. If you want, you can, and use your torpedoes to fight on other ships, but in general you will stay on long ranges, so you can take adrenaline rush because you won't be turning turrets that much. The third skill, superintendent, because you have heal, you have hydro, you have spotted plane, all those are affected by superintendent, and you definitely want to have an additional heal. And the fourth skill was concealment, right? So that's 10-point captain. After that, I will most likely go. Another 3 points will go to demolition expert. 2 points, as I mentioned, will go to marksman expert. So this will be 15-point captain. And I'm thinking of going jack of all trades. That would be 17-point captain, and then either expert loader and preventive maintenance. That would be one build. Or I will go like, or I can go. I was thinking if I need any of these, like for example, for increasing AAs, and I don't think so. No, I definitely will. Yeah, no, I won't be taking any. I won't be taking additional 4-point skill in this ship. So definitely, demolition expert. Expert marksman is for 15, jack of all trades, and then I probably go preventive maintenance and expert loader, or expert loader and incoming fire alert. Because I still think the preventive maintenance, there are rarely cases when you lose engine or something, but it prevents, or it helps you to maintain your turrets. So probably preventive maintenance, expert loader, those will be the skills. Okay guys, I think that's it. That's all from my today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, you can even if you don't like, subscribe, and see you later. Right guys, bye.